guys, hello chat, hello, and yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day. Hi Rogue, hi Captain Kira, hi Uxum, hi Cogbold, hi Sam, hi guys. But yeah, we are doing more of the Valhalla game. I don't think I'll be able to finish the game today. Depends on how long I go for. Um, but yeah, this will be my last stream for a while, a little bit. I'll be going on vacation for like 2 to 3 weeks. So I'll be back in August. Yeah. Am I getting tomatoes? What the heck? What the heck? You stinky motherfucker. I'm gonna. But yeah. We'll see how much of this game we can get through today. And, I did take a peek at the Steam achievements. Actually, we might be able to finish the game. Because we're on day, like, 16. I remember being told the game has, like, 18 days. But also, I took a peek at Steam achievements. Apparently, there's endings. There's different endings. So, hopefully, our ending isn't too bad. But also, I don't know if we'll have the money to not get evicted. So, we gotta pay like 10,000 by the end of the, in like 2 days, and we have 5k in our account. Like that, we're a little bit screwed. Jill, I'm still out to get firecrackers. Firecrackers? It's New Year's, right? We need some. True. One firecracker scare off the dog. Yeah, great idea. Good day. I'll be back in a bit. Even for a cat lover, you should get excited about firecrackers a whole lot more when dogs are involved. I'm finding out we just don't like dogs, I think. I know how hypocritical it sounds, and I don't care. Ah, Jamie's here. Greetings. Nope. Goodbye. Anyway, let's start. Okay. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Oh, I did the title wrong then. Oops. I keep thinking it's the one I put in the title. Oopsie. Mix drinks and change lives. Sure. Pretend like I had that as the title to begin with. I didn't mess up. Don't worry about it. Ah, the guy who wouldn't come back twice. Yeah, shut up. By any chance, did something fly over here 2 weeks ago? On Friday? Yes. There were lots of weird explosion noises throughout the night. But as far as I understand, those were made by a flying drone or something like that. So it flew by here. I take it you know what made the noise? Let's just keep it whatever drone story you heard. Right. Okay. The noise got annoying after a while, I must say. So it remained in the vicinity? I don't know what counts as in the vicinity, but yeah. Distant explosions all night. Interesting. So it didn't get far away. Help you? Now get me a Mars Blast. Okay. Hiking gay. Mars Blast for the guy. And here we go. Okay. Oh, you didn't mess up. Sorry, if I may interject. You looking for a fight? No, certainly not. You really think you'd stand a chance? You're like half his size. I can fight dirty. He kills people for a living. I can fight dirty. Jill, please, you make me sound like a savage. It would be like me saying that you get people drunk for a living. It's not wrong, but there are better ways of saying stuff like that. You're right. Sorry. And like I said, I'm not looking for a fight. I just noticed you seem to like strong drinks. What about it? Not to be honest, it's a rare sight in this bar. I'd even come to believe I'm the only one here who enjoys them aside from the owner. Might I suggest you try a suplex next time? It might be to your liking. Okay, let's try this suplex thing. Right. Alright. 4 of those, 3 of those, 3 unlocked and mixed. Go. Here. Good stuff. Like a less burning but punchier pile driver. Say, your face looks somehow familiar, mister. Call me Jamie. And you are? I'm Ingram. Anyway, I think I saw your face somewhere. Maybe when I needed to look for a specific file that... Did you perhaps go through a nanomachine expunge? Oh. I did, actually. Figures much, only a handful of people do that. And almost all of them are people with nanomachine rejection that feel oddly suicidal. So why go through the whole thing? Rejection? Need to hide something? The second one. It's easier to remain undetected when they have no means to track you or your activity. So, how does the expunge work? You lie in a pressure chamber and they give you a special IV solution. Causes nanomachine rejection while giving you the antibodies needed to prevent them from getting back in. For 5 hours you're trapped in bed while a horrible pressure builds up in your body and nanomachines are forced out. They're like little needles all over your body. You feel them in your eyes, and your gums, and your toes, everywhere. And after all that, they need to implant you with a mechanism that constantly releases the same antibodies. Oh. That's crazy. What are you having, Jamie? This is a gut punch. Yeah, should have figured. Hey, give me one of those. Sure. And we'll just fill it with fucking alcohol, I guess. H and next. Here. Yeah, I love these. It looks different from yours, though. I had a couple of extras in his, actually. So where's the antibody unit they stuck you with, Jamie? Inside, like all the other maintenance systems. It can be troublesome at times, but the perks of not having nanomachines in the body outweigh the cons. And the rest of the enhancements? Are you reconstructed, or you've been adding them over time? Over time, either by getting a much-needed enhancement, or through fixing injuries. I see. Well, it was a pleasure, Jamie, but I gotta leave. Nice meeting you, Ingram. Please come again. Don't count on it. You've said that twice. Shut up! Seemed like a nice guy. Right. I won't call him a bastard, but he's not the nicest in the bunch. Maybe you caught him on a bad day? Nah, I think you're just that good at bringing out the nicer side of people. Oddly enough. That guy tires the hell out of me. Someone's in a good mood? Give me a bad touch, will you? That way you'll be in a good mood too. A bad touch for Alma. Hey. On the rocks and mixed. There you go. Yeah. Jill, you have such a petty sense of humor, right? Guilty as charged. So, I'll put you in a good mood. Oh yeah, that. Today, my sister was supposed to be in court for all the custody proceedings. Of course, not only does she show up later than her husband, and drunk at that, but also dressed like she got fucked in the back of a parking lot. And to top it off, she forgot to even bring her kids. Luckily, my parents brought them to the court. The judge assigned the kids to my parents for the time being. So she really messed it up, huh? When they came back to the house and Diana started throwing a temper tantrum, she said it was lucky her husband didn't get the kids because the angst would make her jump onto the highway. So Eva comes and says, then make sure it kills you because we aren't dealing with you as a cripple. Oh, that's crazy. Oh my god. That's crazy. I shouldn't reinforce that behavior, but you know, that's insane. I don't know. Maybe it was the timing, but I've been laughing for an hour now. You hold quite the animosity for Diana, don't you? She and I used to be the closest friends when I was 7 or 8. We played all the time. We even slept in the same bed for a while. Then she turned into a teen. We stopped playing. She had other things she wanted to do. I could forgive all of that. I mean, the age difference and all. But there's something in particular I still can't forgive. It was the day she invited her friends to the house, and I went to ask her something. As I was leaving, one of her friends asked if I was her sister, and she said she had no little sisters. Ouch. I think that was the moment that finally broke the pedestal I held her on. I admired her as much as a kid could admire someone, you know? Little by little, that admiration wore off, until we finally reached that breaking point. I felt betrayed. Oh, Alma. And you haven't been able to forgive her after 40 years? Hey. It's not that I still hold a grudge against her, but rather, the Diana who said all those things so many years ago is the same Diana that I know today. How so? She hasn't matured one bit. Yeah, I mean, showing up to your kid's custody hearing drunk and like, I don't know, man. She's still as selfish, childish, and immature as she was back then. When you see her, you don't see an adult. You see an overgrown, horny teen. So aside from destroying any admiration I held for her, she's made sure not to fix that impression. Huh. But enough about me. How are you? Everything's fine, aside from this note. A note? Remember how I told you I lashed out at my dead ex's sister? Yeah? I got this note from her. Let's see. Wow, she must really feel bad about the whole thing. As do I. So what's the problem then? The same fear that drove me away from her in the first place. Right. Give a brain teeny, will you? There's a little story I want to tell you. Right. Right. Okay. I'll age ends. Okay. Here. This is the thing. Let's start. Boop. Who the? Oh. Oh, hell no. This is the story of a girl who grew disillusioned with one of her sisters. Soon it became animosity, and not long after that, she distanced herself completely from said sister. With time, the girl would become attached to her eldest sister, looking up to her achievements. All I can look at right now are those boobs. That's crazy. That's crazy, Anna. Not now. Said sister would even marry the girl's best friend not soon after. And after the girl went into college, said sister would quit her job. The sister was worried sick about leaving her baby kid alone, prompting her to quit her high-ranking job. What if I hire your high-ranking lips? Oh! Shut up. The girl, even as an adult, felt betrayed. Her role model sister went against everything she held her in high esteem for. She was no longer a child, and yet she felt like a part of her had crumbled. Hey Joe, I can lift your sweater. Do you want to see? I bet you want to see. Alright, enough. Enough? Shit. Peace out. I mean, I know the girl is you and the sister's your eldest sister. Please get to the point. Right. The point is, if you don't face her, she'll be heavily disappointed. She's trying to make amends with you. That must take courage. Lots of it. Yeah, you're right. My mouth's dry. Can I get a beer? Alright. A beer. For all mixed. There we go. Here. Thanks. So, tell me, did you and this Gabby girl get along? Oh, yeah. I never had brothers and sisters, but once Lenore introduced me to her as her sister-in-law, she got so excited about having a new sister that she clung to me a lot. I helped her in her studies, read books with her, played with her a lot. She was pretty much my sister too. Oh. I have to leave, but I'll tell you this. As both a big and little sister, if you don't grant that girl the chance of talking to you, I'll never forgive you. Yeah. Oh, there's a small New Year's party this Saturday if you're interested. Oh, sure, I'll be here. Remember, I won't forgive you. Yeah, I'll go take my break. Alright. Wow, you were here? You're quite absorbed in the conversation just now. Jamie even said goodbye to you, didn't you hear? Anyways, call me if anything comes up. Aha. Okay. So, we're fucking losing it. We're seeing Anna that no one else can see. And, I guess we're gonna see Gabby. It's less chilly today. Jill? The kid's looking for you. Oh. A kid? Oh, it's Gabby, isn't it? Oh, shit. Oh, it's Norma. Who the fuck is Norma? Hey. Ah, Norma. Whew. You're back. Oh, fuck you. You do know I'm not giving you any drinks, right? Crap, I said it out loud. Yeah, actually, I wanted to thank you. Whew, she thought it was for her. Thank me? Well, for starters, by not complying and giving me alcohol, everything else would have fallen apart if I had some. Aw, so responsible, Joe. I kind of faced my mom and told her all about the pressure she was putting on me, and said I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do. And, well, she didn't speak to me for 2 days. After that, she told me that it'd be a waste to spend money in a university just for me to not give it my all. Aw. Hi, Sushi! Fucking, I'm not... Stop throwing tomatoes at me, what the frick! So she told me to still go to the college course, but that I was free to explore. Glad to hear that. And well, I wanted to thank you for that. Me? If I just rushed my head first into my original plan, things would have gotten ugly. And you were right. I would be hurting her for the sake of hurting. Oh. You're just gonna come in here, throw tomatoes at me, drop a fucking metal pipe, and leave? Okay. Hey, not you too. What the frick? So, thank you. Don't worry about it. Hi, Silver! Hello. Wait, she's on peak? Yeah, I'm playing this game. I think I'm on day 16. So, we're close to the end. I'll leave before it's too late outside. Be careful. Stop throwing tomatoes at me! Aw, so sweet. Shut up. Hey, Jill, mind helping me here? Sure. Make a Bleeding Jane, please. On it. Okay, Bleeding Jane. And blended. There you go. Thanks. Hey, Joe. Do you hate me? Hate is a harsh word. It's not against you directly, but rather the fact that only I can see you. Like I told you, if they wanted, they could see me. And why can I? You're the main character? Dunno. What are you? A cute girl. Right. You okay, Jill? Making a lot of faces there. Yeah, just remembering stuff. Could you give me a hand here and serve a beer, please? Sure. Ah. Thanks. Would you lighten up if I showed you I can interact with the environment? Maybe it'll spook me, but let's try. There. Oh. Can't see anything. You sure? Nope. Weird. Nobody expects the Dorth Inquisition. Ah. Dorth Inquisition. Dorth Inquisition. Ouch. I bit my tongue. Can't believe I'm using the spare tongue so early in the night. Honey? Oh. Hi, Dorothy. I'm making a quick stop for a drink. Can I get a fluffy dream? Sure. Fluffy dream. Aged and next. Thanks. Yeah, where do you leave? What? Are you guys throwing a New Year's party too? Yep. Sure, I'll be there. I'll be here then. Oh, I've got things to do, so You do? Who does what? Sorry, I sneezed. Weird sneezes! Anyway, I'm out for now. Oh yeah, Joe? Take care of Becky, please. Who the hell is Becky? Who's Becky? Who's what? You said... I said nothing. Okay, fuck that noise. Fireworks are sold out everywhere. I'll need to get them through more shady means. She's gonna buy them from the internet. She'll find them and put us all at risk of burning. I'll make sure there's an extra extinguisher at hand. Thank you, Gillian. Please. Well, I guess that's it for today. You sure you're fine? I am. Don't worry. Hey Jill, mind if I ask a silly question? You've seen my clients. You can assume I don't mind silly questions. Silly answers can still get on my nerves, though. Sorry. What did you want to ask? Do you know why they call them cat boomers? I mean, I guess their second set of ears kind of look like cats, but the word boomer seems so out of place. Not so much when you consider it's not them, but their parents who were called such. Oh? Let's go a bit back first. You do know why cat boomers look like that, right? Because they went through some anti-nanomachine rejection treatment while they were still a fetus, right? It's called the Yamazaki Romanova treatment. Or was it the Romaneko Yamada treatment? Let's call it the catification procedure. It was not only the first successful genetic treatment on a fetus, but also the first way to fight nanomachine rejection. Moreover, that research had a bit of a rocky story. Funding got cut in the middle of it, at a critical point that could make or break the whole thing. Not to mention Zaibatsu Koro's record of not addressing nanomachine rejection at all. The rest of the research was funded by Maki Stengovich. Okay. Is this Stengovich? Let's call him Stengovich for now. He was a businessman whose unborn daughter got diagnosed with early nanomachine rejection. Stengovich funded the research, and in a desperate move, his wife offered herself and her daughter as test subjects. Of course, the experiment was a success. The girl, Silva Stengovich, didn't die. She became the living testament of a scientific breakthrough. But then, the story of how things played out for Silva got sensationalized in the media and created a weird fad. Parents made their unborn children go through the catification procedure, even if they had no ailments at all. All because one particular girl, whose life got saved through that treatment, became a media darling for a bit. A whole generation of kids with those cat-like protrusions got born, and their parents got called cat boomers. A generation of parents obsessed with those cat-like features. The fad quickly passed, but the term remained in use. Eventually, cat boomer just started being used for people with the protrusions instead of their parents. I keep calling them protrusions. Why is that? Because that's what they are. You didn't think those things on their heads were ears, right? Sure, they can be moved because they're somehow connected to the facial and ear muscles, thus they can move like a cat's and react to their mood, but in the end, they're just appendages with no real function. Huh. It still surprises me a bit, though, that the biggest mutation they get after the treatment is just that. Those ears are a small miracle on their own. People have been born with no eyes for less intrusive procedures. You really thought they were functional ears, huh? Let's say I learned quite a bit today. Thank you. Don't worry, I feel like I should apologize for talking so much instead. And keep in mind I'm fucking up the terms. I don't want you saying someone got protrusions because of a catification procedure. I'll keep it in mind. Wait. What? Yeah, the guy's name was Stengovich. I just remembered Stella Stengovich was around my age, when I was a teen. There were some TV specials featuring her. I just remembered that I had the biggest crush on her. Now that I think about it, that crush had me very confused back then. And did you need to shout just now? Sorry. In any case, I'm out for the day. Alright, careful out there. Yippee! All booze and no firecrackers make Stana a dull girl. Oh no. Okay. We have one day to get like 2,700 money. I don't know if we'll make it, but maybe. Next day. Good evening. Hey. I also forgot to save, but whatever. We'll just play through this day. We'll get to the break and we'll save there. Okay, so we've got almost everything, but we're still missing a couple of things for Saturday. And so I designate you, Gillian Applegate, as the official guy who goes to buy the rest of the stuff. Applegate? I had no idea who that is. Why me? I could send Jill, but I wouldn't dare send a lady by herself. And I could go with her, but I believe the bar should have at least 2 people in the vicinity at all times. You're not gonna say anything, Jill? If it means not being delivery girl, then I'm happy to fake helplessness. Fine, give me that list. I'll be back sometime. Something tells me you're planning something, boss. What gives you that impression? Call it a gut feeling. Did you know Gil has a crush? What? A client of his, a girl that owns a bazaar. She's been coming on to him for ages and he's only just started opening up. But he's taking steps backwards and I'm not gonna let him. He's opening up, for fuck's sake. Until the errands will take him to the bazaar, I take it? That's right. Huh. Okay. Alright then, to the office I go. As for me... time to mix drinks and change lives. Gil with the crush, huh? This place... Great! No, if it isn't... Oh, it's Kira Mickey! Hey, Jill! Sorry, but is there anywhere I can hide? There's an unpleasant guy on my trail. Boss, stalked woman incoming! Door's open! Go ahead, the door to the left. Thanks. Hello there. Oh, hi there. Oh, hi there. The other one! That's the bathroom. Wait, what's the dog doing in the bathroom? Now, where did she... Oh, the hellhole. Perfect. Hey, kid. I'll have the usual. Right. Huh. He remembered me after 2 weeks. If I remember, his usual... it was either beer or big beer, so I'm gonna... Yeah. This seems right. The paper's been a mess lately. You'd think with all that's happening, they'd stay and do more reports. But they're all asking for vacations and I can't afford to be understaffed. So I had to come up with some sort of reward for whoever produces the most reports. I see no difference in my feed, though. Mr. Donovan, I don't mean to sound rude, but you do know the infamy of the augmented eye with the general public, right? A shady page that will over-sensationalize anything and report useless things. Of course I know. Then why not try to rectify that image? To put it simply, I'm being clutched by the balls, in the non-pleasant way. Zaibatsu Core and Company have an eye on every publication they haven't bought yet. Report on them once and they'll find something to fine you with. Twice and you'll find your resources severely cut. Anything beyond that, in the best case scenario, is that they'll buy the damn operation to keep it quiet. Now there are more newsworthy things than whatever it is the lackeys picked out that week. But if I overstep, my ass is on the line. Huh. Glad to see this hellhole still in one piece. The BTC has been going apeshit closing bars lately. Oh yeah, that. Yesterday they closed one that served as a key part of a drug trafficking ring. And last week they closed 3 small bars that served as illegal chicken restaurants. Huh. Not to mention, there are like 100 people who have BTC certificates but never use them. Instead, they keep those credentials around to stop police from raiding their homes or warehouses. I don't know about you, but it's obvious to me that some restructuring will begin at BTC after this whole thing. Damn, shit ran deeper than I thought. And no news atlas talks about that. Alright kid, let's try Moonblast now. Hey, I'm sorry? Hey, even I have to break the routine from time to time. Moonblast, okay. On the rocks and blended. Okay, there you go. Here, now let's see what the ruckus is about. So, What brought you here? Oh right, didn't you see a Lilum coming in here? Blue hair, big tits. She's the one from the Encore concert coming up. Not really. Did she jump to the roof then? How are you looking for her? Did you want an interview? Not really, just hitting on her. Hey, I said hitting on her, not hitting her. Stop glaring. Why though? Are you that bored? Don't you have, like, a family or something? Have you seen that girl? Hot as tits. Also, hot ass and tits. Real. I'm suffering the weirdest combo of being hard as fuck and curious as shit right now. I want to know just how detailed those King Class Chia models are personally. And so you followed her. I've yet to meet a woman that can resist the charms of Donovan D. Dawson. You're in front of one, and I'm guessing you have quite the selective memory. Like I said, don't you have a family or something? A wife, but that woman cheats on me as much as I cheat on her. It's crazy. In fact, I'm pretty convinced she gets off on the thought of me cheating on her. That Lilum isn't here, huh? I'll have to find a busty enough replacement tonight or I'll explode. Hey, after you're done glaring, please serve me a pile driver. Alright. You know, kinda hope he explodes. Here. I mean, like, literally. Teehee. Alright. Well, seeing as she's not here, I have no reason to stay. Maybe I'll find someone that looks a bit like her. The guy left. Oh, alright. Thanks for sheltering me, Dana. Hope your sister likes the video. No, thank you. Seems you had a hearty talk. Your boss is such a fun person. Aw. Her sister's a fan of mine, so I recorded a small video for her and took a couple of photos. How nice of you! It's nothing, really, and she did hide me, so it's the least I could do. But, well, we're here already. Mind giving me something sweet? Okay. Let's go through them. Sugar Rush, was it 2 Adelheid? I think Adelheid was the sweet thing. 4, 6, 6, 5. You know what? I'll do this one. Also, because Loki doesn't cost the most, so we get more money. 2, age, and 6. There you go. Here. Thanks. So, do you want to know why Donovan was following you? I don't, but I wasn't in the mood to deal with him. His questions were a bit over the line last time, too. Not the worst I've dealt with, but I just didn't want to humor him. I see. Seems like he was just trying to come on to you. You don't say. No, not like he'd have a chance anyways. I'm not into older guys, and I'm already committed to a relationship. Wait, you are? It's not common knowledge, and the ones that hear it try to dismiss it as rumors, but I've been in a relationship with my producer for a while now. Really? We're both single, and that kind of stuff is bound to happen when you spend so much time together. It all started when he read an entry I made in my blog about wanting to experience love and the like. He offered to help with that after he read it, and I thought, sure, why not? I already knew him well enough, so it wouldn't hurt to try. Oh, nice. He's a stick in the mud where planning is due, but he's a sweetheart otherwise. I see. You know, I've met 2 fans of yours lately. Really? Both of them seemed so excited when they were talking about you. It was amazing. I don't like the term fan too much. It strikes me as a bit pretentious, in my opinion. I have many fans doesn't sit so well. I like many people who like my music better. Fan evokes an uglier and more pretentious image for me. Do you like what I do, too? Do you like my music? To be honest, I haven't had much exposure to your work, but a few things I've heard are really good. And, not gonna lie, having talked to you, I feel like I would support you even if I didn't like it. So nice to hear. Hey, this will sound familiar, but do you have anything like tea? Let me see. Tea. Well, we have a spiced tea. Something tea-like. If I remember correctly, something bitter but girly is fine too. We have tea. Here. Perfect. Hey, you're a king class Chia, right? That I am. May I ask you something about your model? Sure. Are there any differences between you and a DFC-72? We both serve the same purpose, but DFC-72s have the port on their heads, which makes them more versatile. My line lacks that, or the resilience of the DT-01Ds, but we're a tad more polished elsewhere. More specifically, our voice emulators are more advanced, and our movements are smoother. A trade-off of functionality and power for appearance, you could say. Ah, I see. So, anything new for this concert? Well, it's an encore, so we're trying to make it the same for those who couldn't go to the first one. But we always try to spice it up, like maybe with a surprise song or something. There was this one time I sang a cover of a song by B-Link. Of course, in return, they sang Your Love Is a Drug. Ah, so you know the B-Link girls? Really nice kids. You'd be surprised how different from their onstage personas they are. Oh, really? Suzu, for example, can be really childish at times. She also laughs a lot, and loudly at that. Meanwhile, Aina is a party girl through and through. If they're not on tour, she spends her time partying like crazy. Huh, hard to believe. I mean, their image is that of stoic girls with little expression. Almost like living Victorian dolls or something. Well, they want to pop out in the public. They once told me if we want people to notice us, we have to break the cutesy idol concept. And so they took the opposite route by becoming cool beauties with melancholic songs. I wouldn't say they went the opposite way. The opposite of cutesy idols would be unkempt, tone-deaf girls spewing vitriol and hate. True, I guess. Which, I mean, from what I've seen on the internet about some, like, grifting, like, VTubers, definitely fits the bill. I've seen a couple videos on, like, I don't remember. I remember seeing, like, the YouTube videos on, like, there's, like, these, like, girl failure, like, VTubers who just, like, start grifting and, like, being, like, super right-wing and, like, just spewing, like, hate and stuff. And it was like, that's pretty much what she said, right? Being, like, unkempt and, like, a girl failure and just spewing hate. Yeah, sounds right. Well, I gotta go. But first, let's have a Sparkle Star. A Sparkle Star from Miss Idol. All age and mixed. Go. Sparkling. Well, it's always a pleasure, Jill. Please come again. Will do. Oh, the handsome bartender. Nice to see you. Boss, Gil's back. I'll take my break. Alright. Yippee. Okay. We are on day 17 on break. Note to self, buy oil for that door. Alright then. Gil, you're in my spot. Please. Oh, sorry. Oh, so you're cleaning one of Boss's chicken buckets. Did Boss ask you to do that? If I told you she did, would you believe me? Got it out. Let's go with that one then. Right. Greetings. Hi, Stella. Ah, Stella, what can I get you? I'll go with the Bleeding Jane today. Okay. They're all blended. Up. There you go. Here you go. Thank you. What brought you here today? Waiting for Say? I came by myself, actually. I was in the area and stopped to say hi. Oh. It's pretty interesting, though. When I first saw you, I doubted you'd ever come here again. Well, this place is comfortable, I must admit. So quiet and secluded. Hi, Turkey! Hey! You come in here and you throw tomatoes at me? What the frick? It's also clean. Really clean. I'm actually, I think I'm, like, second to last day, I want to say. Maybe, I don't know, I think I'm close to the end. Gil is the one you can owe that to. Guy takes pride in how clean he keeps things around here. If you ever need cleaning staff, he's a nice pick. Really? He's a bit out of it today, though. I see. Hey Jill, have you heard of the new gold rush in the city? Gold rush? Everyone is paying small fortunes to get their hands on pieces of white knight suits. I think I heard or read something about that, but I'm having doubts, so probably not. In any case, how's it a gold rush? Well, the tech behind the suits was always safely guarded, but after the events at the bank... Sorry. After the events at the bank, the suits were remotely shut down, breaking many of them in the process. Many units dropped their armor right there and fled when the lynchings went on. Any white knights still stuck in their suit had to take the armor off manually to run away. It all happened in the middle of the lynchings, so they'd be sitting ducks if they didn't. Some weren't that lucky. They got beaten up while they weren't able to move. So, between the suits becoming glorified paperweights and many white knights going on the run, there ended up being a lot of junk lying around. But the whole scientific community is rejoicing. They're on a race to reverse engineer the suits and take as much technology as possible from them. And of course, even single pieces of the armor are such a high price these days. Anyone see any profit from that research just to justify those expenses? Hey, stop throwing tomatoes at me, what the frick? It's new tech, a whole new field ripe with patents just open for many, so I'd say yes. Huh. I mean, the BTC is literally a conglomerate built upon patents and trademarks, so I can see how. There's one weird case, though. There's this guy named Jack. He's the captain of a very unique Blitzkrieg Corps unit. Now I'm doing some repo with Kappa, ID, and Honey if you want to join later. Maybe. We'll see. Unique? The guy had a really small unit. 5 people, including himself. The aesthetics of his unit's armor were heavily modded to the point they looked like a squad of henshin heroes. Hen what? It looked really gaudy. But it turned out that the guy actually broke through the software and disabled the remote switch. He has one of the few, if not the only, suits of armor with the OS intact. To say they're among the most wanted people would be an understatement. You know a lot about this. It's interesting, the amount of things you hear when dealing with drunk people of all kinds in the same place. It also helps to put on a front that makes people lower their guard. That should sound familiar to you. Sure. Wait. Here's a freebie. A fun fact. The failsafe was originally going to involve the armor blowing up and leaving no traces. But regulations and laws didn't allow that kind of technology near civilians. That's crazy. I guess even Zaibatsu Corps had its limits, huh? People love to demonize Zaibatsu Corps because, let's face it, they're far from innocent. But they're not evil overlords, they're just greedy. They're just a big corporation. They just so happen to have control over what tantamounts to a city-state. But corporations will naturally resort to draconian methods. I've heard horror stories from people outside the city about trying to use product placement. If you so much as hold a bottle the wrong way or get in the way of a logo, you'll be in for lots of trouble. And let's not start with theme parks or the like. Those are dystopias of their own. Then again, most of the demonization is due to Quincy being such a clown. He has no power anyways. He's just the front that whatever council behind Zaibatsu Corps chose. He makes a fool of himself and the attention is taken away from whatever it is that Zaibatsu Corps is actually doing. Yeah. So are you saying that is Glitch City... That Glitch City... Nah. I did not read that right. So what you're saying is that Glitch City is basically a huge theme park? I've called the White Knights glorified mall security in the past, so yeah. Huh. No, seriously, and what? Can I get a Brantini here, please? For sure. 6. 3 frozen, 8 and next. Here. So I take it you're in a good mood today. Does it show? A bit. Yeah, well, I managed to nab a couple of tickets for the Kiramiki Encore concert. Nice. Alright, as it turns out, she was just here. Again? Sorry. Again? Can't believe I just missed her. I was surprised too. I was more surprised she remembered my name though. And, like last time, she was quite the graceful client. Man, so those rumors about her being really nice in person were actually true? Amazing. I mean, you always want the famous people to be nice in real life. But having such backing to that claim, to hear that she's so nice to everyone, it's nice to hear, you know? In fact, many think that's what made her so famous so quickly. How she's down to earth and totally accessible, making her someone everyone wants to root for. Ah, see? Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't want to feel like you're supporting crappy people. Although, to be honest, I'll never put much thought into that one. Hell, half the time I have no idea who made what I used, nor do I care much. Being a nice person will take you far, though. My daddy always insisted that being ruthless in the boardroom doesn't mean being an ass. And he has actually managed to get certain contracts over other, more powerful people. All thanks to being a nice guy overall. Sounds like good advice. Yeah. But more importantly, Daddy? Do you really believe me saying she was just here that easily? You're not the kind to lie about stuff like that, so sure. Thanks, I guess. That said, can you go to the concert so easily? What about security and the like? My dad always has a unit keeping an eye on me from a distance. And you'd be surprised at how easily I can disguise myself with just a different hairdo and a cap. I wonder if I could get in the disabled line with Sei and her wounds. Although she'll probably nag me about how she doesn't need it and we shouldn't abuse that. Hey, can you get me a classic drink? Sure. Classic drink. We have a beer, we have a Bleeding Jane, and we have frothy water. Should we just give her a beer? Good old beer. Here. Thank you. You have many servants around the house, Stella? I do, but they've been with us for so long, they're pretty much family. My dad has always said that if you earn someone's trust, they'll gleefully work for you, and everyone wins. We even had a young gardener that left to study engineering, and he actually came back. He still comes by every weekend to tend the plants. Man, that sounds nice. Let me know if you're ever in need of a job. I might find you something. Thanks for the offer. Wait. I just realized something's off with the whole tech gold rush story. What would it be? Wouldn't all that tech be patented anyways? I'm trying to crack it in the first place. I get trying to crack it in the first place, but that would be true if the tech was patented in the first place. It isn't. Zaibatsu have been so paranoid about making the White Knights untouchable that they never patented anything. A patent would be in a database that someone could hack or retrieve valuable info from. Not to mention, they've been using tech from other companies without any authorization. No patent registry in their right mind would approve of that global shutdown signal. Let alone how it immobilized everyone still inside of one of those suits. So the ones that were upholding the law did so using suits that are all by all means illegal? The irony runs deep, wouldn't you say? Why do it though? When you have so much money, you start thinking you can screw around with the rules. All that power makes you think you're above every law there is. And this city is what happens when those with money start making the rules. I'm curious though, have you ever covered up any fuck-ups using money? I think we've all done things we're not too proud of at some point in our lives. Well, Jill, I've gotta go. Always a pleasure. Please come again. Alma! Who's that? No, hello? You're pretty insistent on that one, aren't you? It's basic courtesy, something I will fight to uphold. First the greeting, stop, then saying please and thanks stops, and before you know it, boom, total anarchy. You're exaggerating. I'm not. In fact, I'll go through that door again, and I expect you to properly greet me this time. Fine. Hello, Jill. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary. What? Hi, Jax! Thank you for bringing seeds. Over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. While I stood and nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping. as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. "Only this and nothing more." You overdid it. You totally overdid it. Quoted the bartender, I did not. Thought you like poetry? I had a phase. Can I get you something? But yeah, Jax, we are, I'm pretty sure, like the last day or the second to last day at this point. We're pretty close to the end. I also did peek at the Steam achievements, and there are different endings, so we'll see what we get. Let's start with a big cobalt velvet. Sure. Big cobalt velvet. Alright, on the rocks and fixed. Okay, here. Thanks. Oh yeah, there's something I've been wondering about for a while. Does the name Shadowmaster 69's Chronicles ring any bells? No, the name doesn't ring any bells. May 22nd. Today, my daily card readings told me that I'd meet great change, thanks to an old man. My biology teacher told me I had been picked for an inter-school contest with my latest essay. I just knew a scientific theory on the idea of auras was as revolutionary as I thought. Soon I'll bring the world into the occult science singularity. Later entries don't seem to have gone that well, though. Mentions being laughed at, being lectured on why the essay was wrong. Jill? I made sure to delete that blog. No evidence should be left. I could think of at least 6 different sources off the top of my head that have all that stuff archived. But why? Why? When you finish, what's next? I'm not sure, honestly. But at least for today, once I'm done with stream, I'm going on vacation. So, I'll be back in August, but, yeah, I'll be gone. Sheesh, relax. It's not that bad. What do you mean it's not that bad? Don't you realize how embarrassing it all is? We've all been young, Jill. Relax. It's not like you're still like that nowadays. That would have been embarrassing. You're not still like that, right? Gods no, I gave up on the whole occult stuff. It's just that remembering all that stuff is... Ugh. I don't know. I like the way you looked. All dressed in black with the rare accessory popping out thanks to the colors. I mean, at least you had the decency to use makeup and take care of yourself. So you have a pick. Oh god, you have a fucking pick. Why do you do this to me? Why do you dig out the sins of my past? I was bored. Last Friday, I had to take my mind off the whole Diana thing, so I ran a small background check on you. Simple stuff, just checking past internet activity. Please don't run background checks like that. I just use a search engine, you know? I didn't request documents or anything. What led you to the page? You do realize your main mail account everywhere is still the one you used back then, right? Like I said, relax. You're obsessed with occultism. I wanted to kiss all the boys. And I kinda almost accomplished that in middle school, which still sort of haunts me today. Never underestimate the lengths of old classmates will go to track you down, especially if they think you're still the girl that kissed them for fun and they're lonely to boot. We all have things we're not too proud of as adults. Well, now I know how criminals feel when evidence is used against them. I have to ask, though, why the 69? It was supposed to be 6'9", not 69, like in reference to both the lovers and the hermit. I was convinced it meant wise choices. Jill, there's nobody that would read that as 6'9". I was 12 at the time! Even at 12, I fucking knew what 69 was. Just how innocent were you back then? That's crazy. It's scary that stuff can be saved on the internet. Yeah, it very much is. Just anything that's on the internet, it's there forever. You have no idea. Well, let's lighten things up a bit. I'll have a sugar rush. Sure. Okay. This is the thing. Say, Alma, speaking of the past, what was your last long-term relationship like? Not sudden. You dug through my past, I've earned the right to dig through yours. Fine, fine. Long-lasting relationships, huh? Romantic ones, I'm guessing? Yep. Well, I've had about 4 boyfriends who I describe as such, that I've introduced to my family and all. The first one was in high school. I broke up with him because he cheated on me. I remember the other girl trying to pick a fight, and me just saying, keep the fucker. True, honestly? The second one was during my freshman year. I broke up with him after he thought it'd be funny to punch me in the arm. He starts with a friendly hit, before you know it. Anyways, the other guy I met shortly after I dropped out. He was interested in marriage, but he wanted to get married after only half a year or so of knowing him. And then there's Richard. Who? I spent almost 4 years with him. We got along pretty well, we had awesome chemistry, I truly loved him. But as time went by, there was a rift that started separating us. He just didn't like my family. Didn't? Cold words smacks other women out of their clues, right? Moreover, he wasn't a family person. He distanced himself from his own and voiced that he didn't want kids. There was a part of me that wanted to believe, even if just for a little bit, that maybe he'd change his mind. But as much as I loved him, that one detail brought a growing gap between us. And at one point, I just had to break up with him. But I'm not here to depress you. Bring me a beer, will you? Sure. Yeah, that's a like W line though. Like, you know. If he cheats on you, just throw the entire guy out. Get a new one. Huh? Most of them are reasonable reasons? Yeah, true. They are all like pretty reasonable. Especially the last one. Like, that's like not really at fault for either of them. It's more of just, yeah, that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Don't mention it. Okay, one more question and we're even. Wow, you really are embarrassed of that blog, huh? Sure, ask away. At what age did you get those implants in your boobs? Jill, I love you, and I know you're saying that in jest. But I've lived through so many rumors about me getting plastic surgery that I can't and won't take it as a joke. As such, and honoring our friendship, I'll just say this. They're real, and they're spectacular. Now ask the real question before I slap you. I'll grant you one, and only one chance to call me by my full name as compensation then. I'll gladly take your offer. It's funny that you mentioned slapping because my real question is, why did you get your hands chopped? Chopped. No? If someone lashed out, that is some mental immaturity? Yeah, true. Well, there's a couple of reasons. The first is that I spend lots of time typing, and these replacements help me avoid carpal tunnel syndrome. Now, there's other utilities, like how I can interface with many devices. For example, there's a tiny computer embedded in my glasses. If I move my index finger, it acts like the computer's cursor. There's lots more, but there's small things that don't sound that impressive when I say it out loud. How did your family take the operation? They took it well enough, except for my mom. She freaked out for months. She even went to the hospital to ask for my hands. Don't you miss them? Sometimes, but just during emotional moments. But as luck would have it, someone else has them. Shortly before my operation, there was an accident on the highway. One of the victims was this young lady whose right hand got completely crushed. I told them to check if we were compatible and all that. I mean, implants are not everyone's first choice if they can get a natural replacement. A bit of cosmetic treatment, and it could pass off as her original hand with no problem. Last I heard, we were compatible, and the family agreed to the donation. I don't know what became of her, but I hope she's fine. And you didn't tell your mom about that? I didn't want her pestering the poor girl. So, are we cool now? Are we even now? Are we? You're pretty pissed about my comment regarding your boobs. Again, I'm sorry, it sounded a lot less rude in my head. Yeah, don't worry about that. Besides, I get to call you Julianne once. Now you don't. Eh? What? You just called me by my full name. Are you serious? One chance and only one chance, and you just used it up. Damn it! Surprise! Hey Alma, this might be a weird tangent, but do you believe in ghosts? Hey. Not particularly, no. Although there was this paper I read once that was quite interesting. It proposed a scenario where nanomachine clusters would leave the body after death, and then acted as a collective hive mind through residual brainwaves. The result would basically be an image not unlike a hologram. Of course, the hypothesis fell through because such nanomachine density is impossible in a body. Even 5% of the amount needed is enough to make the blood too dense for the heart. And it's not like brainwaves are potent enough to create those reactions. Still, an interesting read though. I see. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault that you convinced yourself that you're crazy. Well, I'll leave then. See you tomorrow. See ya. All done? I am. What about you, Gil? For some reason, the idol girl left him like that, it seems. You think? It might have been while he was out. True. Hey boss, you're a fan of wrestling, aren't you? I mean, you were a wrestler, so... That I am. Yeah, hi. I was wondering, isn't wrestling fake? Aren't twin tails for little girls and teens with 8th grade syndrome? 8th grade what? Best boss? True. Hello. Hi, Zilf. Zilf? I forgot. Fuck. I remember I asked this last time too, and I don't remember the answer. Zil? Okay, yeah, we'll go with that. It's a lot easier. Yeah. Hello, Zil. But yeah, she is the best boss. She's great. When you get down to it, wrestling is as real as a soap opera. I mean, you don't really expect a legal lawsuit to be fixed in a ring, right? Sure, in my ideal world, you would solve legal problems through good old wrestling, but... No, seriously, 8th grade what? But you don't go around calling soap operas fake. It's a show. It just so happens to use fights as an expression. You might as well see it as a unique form of theater. Besides, considering the injuries many wrestlers suffer, it's not all fake. Huh, I didn't think about it that way. Sadly, I won't stand for anyone bad-mouthing wrestling. So now I have to go and break Gil's back to make you humble. Oh, well, wait, huh? What? Come here, fuckboy! If you haven't played Read Only Memories yet, she has a cameo appearance in an indie game, would recommend. Oh, yeah. I'll have to look at that one, yeah. But yeah, poor Gillian. Oh. 8th grade what? Huh. Well, here we go. Flawless service bonus. Who would have thought we'd get a bona fide idol in the bar? She's been here before. You were charged with $10,000 for your rent. Have a nice day. Okay. We did manage to pay rent. Alright. Good evening. Gil, are you humming Shine Spark? Ah, hey Jill. Are you okay? Are you in love, maybe? Nothing of the sort. I'm fine. Right. No, seriously, did you fuck? Men only get so happy after they fucked. That's not... Oh my god, you totally fucked. Was it Alma? Did you have 7 minutes in heaven with her? No, I didn't. In any case, congratulations. I haven't seen you this happy since, well, never. Streaming Chan! Streaming Chan's back! Fate's escapades will bring us to a familiar place and... Shit. Gil, I'm out. I'm gonna... Not so fast, Flat Bartender, if that's even your real name. Last time, my viewership had a weird peak while I was passed out. So I'm here to find out what made people so interested. Yay, Streaming Chan! Do I have something in my face? This guy totally fucked. No doubt about it. That gleam in his eyes is unmistakable. Whatever, just keep it down. Ah, Jill, you here? Isn't that the passed out girl from 2 weeks ago? I'm not here. Oh, sorry. I'll be back in my office then. Anyway. Hey, time to mix drinks and change lives. Oh, hi, Betty. Hi, Neil. You are too happy and you're too mopey. What happened? I was right. That Laura girl was head over heels for him. I was right on the money. Say, that girl. I'm not here. Sorry. Isn't she the one that passed out last time? Anyways. Betty was right, and that deserves a beer. And you? I'm fine. Friday beer for the cheerful Betty. And all next. Here. Woo! So the girl was actually infatuated with him. You should have seen her screaming from the top of her lungs that she liked him. And him just standing there thinking, Just like that. In retrospect, it was a tad too cliched for my taste. Ugh. Still, I knew she liked him. I was right. I was right. He doesn't seem particularly happy. He never is. Unlike your coworker. Holy shit, did he fuck? You're making it too obvious, Gil. Oh. That beaming face is unmistakable. The face of a guy that got some and enjoyed every moment. Back to deal, though. Like I said, he seems lost in thought. Victories like these are few and far between. Let me enjoy myself. Can I get something non-alcoholic here? That's not how you drown your sorrows, piece of scrap. I'll have a bloom light. Okay? That's crazy. Alright, delta to those, age on the rock and mix. And then, I don't know, something non-alcoholic. What's non-alcoholic? Bleeding Jane? In Blue Fairy. Spike, Fluffy Dream, Frothy Water, Sugar Rush, Sunshine Cloud. Alright, sure, we'll do Sunshine Cloud. On the rocks and yep. Two of those on the rocks and blended. Here. Thanks. Same. Celebrate all you want, but I'm freaking out here. I know nothing about relationships. I have no idea what to do. Well, for starters. What do you think, Jill? Me? Her? Betty, I've seen a few of your relationships, remember? Aside from Veronica, there's Angela, Pamela, Sandra, Rita, Monica, Erica, Tina, Mary, and Jessica. Or should I say, didn't share the bed sheets. Snores like a pig, cold feet, shampoo water, shampoo waster, chocolate addict, too religious, fan of the wrong rugby team, teetotaler, choose with mouth open. What do you think, Jill? That you must be quite the heartbreaker to have so many relationships in a short period of time. I mean, about piece of scrap situation. And thank you. I'm not the right person for this. Jill? Oh. He's still on fucking Cloud 9. Or is it fucking in Cloud 9? What about... Sneaky, sneaky. I'll be damned, she actually hides pretty well. For starters, how do you feel about her? I don't know. I don't know her that well. You can start there. Ask her out sometime, get to know her, maybe she'll change her mind, maybe you'll change yours. In the end, you'll lose nothing by... What? I'm just realizing I'm giving love advice to a Lilum. So I don't know how well it applies to you. These things are human in all but organs nowadays anyway. Even if that's the case, it's interesting that she felt that way towards him. Why wouldn't she? This fella's a good catch, if I do say so myself. And like I said, humans and all but organs. You've surely encountered Lilum that you sometimes forget are not humans. We live in weird times, but hey, that only makes them more interesting. It's odd going to other cities and not seeing the same integration of Lilum, though. Well, this city is pretty much the cradle of social experiments involving Lilum integration, so... Anyway, just try to get to know her. You'll find out how you feel afterwards. Yeah, I guess I'll try that. It's quite the uninspired advice if you ask me. Anything else? Let's commemorate the occasion with a piano man and a piano woman. And 5 of you, 5 of you. 3 on the rocks and mixed. And then a piano woman. All aged and mixed. Here. And now we reach a stalemate. I'd normally take the piano man, but I feel like there's a symbolic value in taking the woman. Why order like that then? What? I hate Laura. You what? She's gonna take you away from me. You're my piece of scrap, not hers. You're mine. Mine! Betty, you don't own me. Besides, I can't, for the life of me, leave you alone. I feel like the moment I let you out of my sight, you'll just crash. That's not a laughing matter. You need someone making sure you aren't kicking people. That's not normal, you know? Besides, it's not like I have something with her yet. You're right. So you won't leave me? I'd worry myself sick if I left you to your own devices, honestly. We should leave now. Betty a true wing woman? Not sure how much about that now. Oh yeah, we're holding a small New Year's party tomorrow. I don't know if you want to come. We'll come. Are you sure? We will. Fine, we'll be here, Jill. Anyways, see you then. Bye, Bill. Please come again. Party? I'd love to go. But I told everyone that tomorrow I'd end the year with a party myself, so... Sorry. I totally forgot she was already here. Man, that was such bliss. Still, I can see how traffic spiked. Things can get fun here. And just like the last time, I need to show my viewers something fun. Give me something nasty. On the rocks and mix. Here. This is the... Hold on. It was nasty, alright? And now it's time for me to be a nice person and give you something nice. Huh? It's the second time I'm here, so it's only natural you get your own copy of my theme song. No, thank you. Don't be shy, let me give you one. I mean it. No, thank you. Well, too late. It's already in your player. I can't... How in the ever-living fuck did you do it? Magic! That's bullshit. Video editing magic! Did you just hack into the music player? Let's move on, shall we? Yeah, whatever. Hey, weren't there dogs? Last time you talked about this place like it was this zany haven of sorts, but I see the same shit. Seriously, no decorations or anything at the lake? Good question. Where are the dogs? I either haven't paid enough attention to their arrival, or they haven't come. Idols, newspaper managers, talking dogs, and yet this is the same old bar like last time. I might see you for fake advertising, you know? Now that I think about it, maybe boss just donated money to the Sierra thing. And then tricked the dog into coming here as a part-timer for kicks. Oh, well, anything interesting lately? I mean, it's not like I missed them, but they should at least show their faces. Hello? Sorry, what did you say? I was asking if there were any new stories. This is not a newspaper, you know? Nor is it a crazy stories on demand streaming service. That's a big fat lie and you know it. Shut up. But I said nothing! So shut that idea up. Yeah, that. I won't. Last time it came here, the viewership spiked for some reason. I want to find out why. Maybe pretty boy over there can tell us a story of who he fucked. He's so distracted he won't even make a retort. Amazing. I guess there's something worth saying, but then I want to hear it. Well, Kira Miki came yesterday again. You're shitting me. You expect me to believe she came all the way here again? Do you even have proof like the glass from last time? Well, if I may interject. You've been listening, boss? The walls are pretty thin. No. Anyway, she did. I even took a pic with her. She did what? Let's see. Why? I try to make an appointment with her and she's always busy. But you sit here and she just comes waltzing over? It's not fair! Unutter mischief, right? Hey, if I knew how the hell stuff like that happened, I'd share my secrets. I was just as baffled as you are right now. Yeah, but I bet you're not even that much of a fan anyway, are you? You're not wrong. Can you at least tell me how nice she was as a client? Very graceful client, much like the last time. A really nice girl. I'm gonna give you my number. If she ever comes back, let me know, you hear? Not gonna let you keep her to yourself. I really doubt she'll come back again, though. She already came back twice. I'm not taking any chances. I I need something to drown this anger with. Give me something girly, will you? Okay. Wants a girly drink. Let's see. Sugar Rush, Sparkle Star, Blueberry, Fluffy Dream, Sunshine Cloud, or a Moonblast. No, let's do Fluffy Dream. We'll just, get her to shut up, hopefully. There you go. Here. Whew. Let's just chill a bit. It's still not fair. You know, you're boring today. You're not even chatting that much. You're not chatting that much, nor are you doing anything funny. Maybe the whole peak viewership thing is just you? Yeah? Maybe this bar and me both had nothing to do with the spike. Maybe you were just that good. Are you hitting on me? I'm not. In fact, I'm kind of trying to get you to leave. Pronto. Don't be so hard on the girl. She's fun. Another nuisance shows up. Wah, Joe hates me. It's not hate, it's just... Wait, I'm not having this conversation again. Boring. Hey, you're curious, right? About Fuckboy's partner? Wanna know who it was? Do you know? Maybe, maybe not. That maybe not settles it then. Not taking any chances. Oh, come on! Bartender, you're making lots of faces there. It's nothing, really. Did the two bartenders break or something? Should I call the manager? Tech support? Hey, Joe. Inner and outer voice, remember? Fuck. What? Who fucked? Aside from that guy, I mean. Say, you're oddly calm today. Well, I've been getting more sleep lately. That way I don't feel like if I stop speaking, I'll die. Crash is one hell of a drug. And wouldn't you know, I can actually make it premium time if I go commando. Huh? But come on, I'm getting bored out of my ass here. Do something. I'm not a dog, you can't just ask me to roll over, you know. Mind if I entertain you a bit then? Boss? You and Gil take a break. I'll entertain the missy here. Alright. Jill, by what I meant, take Gil with you. I don't want him humming to the middle of the road and right into Chuck's grill. Grilled Gil. Right. Alright, Gil. Come with me. Eh? Alright. And here's break. Alright, I will actually take a very quick break and go get some more water. I will be right back. Probably some girl he met elsewhere outside of the bar. Dude's pretty secretive, so he won't say. That's fair, yeah. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna assume it's an autoplay, and I will go get some water. I'll be right back. Hi guys, I'm back. I have retrieved more water, and yeah. Hope I wasn't too long. But yeah. Take your time, the music reminds me of Signalis, kind of. I've never actually played Signalis. I've heard it's a good game. but I might look into if it's something I'd like to play. I'm actually counter to me actually playing this game, I'm not a huge fan of like visual novel games. But I've been trying to get back in. Well, not get back into them, just get into them slightly. So, yeah. Want one? No thanks. I don't smoke. Alright, I got a text from Alma. Boss, Alma and Gil didn't fuck. Well, that's a bummer. She is sending congratulations your way, though. Tell her I said thanks, I guess. So, who was the lucky girl? So it was a guy? I never thought you sung that way. It wasn't a guy. So it was a girl. And you did fuck. I don't feel comfortable talking about that, you know? You don't make things easy for me, though. If you can get invested in their world and their characters, enjoy the music, visual novels can be wonderful. Yeah, true. I don't know. I feel like a lot of the times I just kind of get, like, my attention span is, like, not enough to get invested in the world, and I'm just like, ah, fuck, that's a lot of reading. But yeah, I've been trying to get into it. I mean, you're pretty hard to get close to, you know? You never talk about yourself, you're talkative, as long as it doesn't involve you directly. Teasing you is literally the only way I know how to get through to you. You make me sound like some weird loner. You are a weird loner. At least tell me if you enjoyed the night you spent with whoever it was. I did. Good for you. Why are you humming Sunshine Stone so much, though? Well, after that idol girl came yesterday again. That's another game that's free. I'd recommend is Dialogue on Steam. Oh, free to play. I believe the art from this did work at that game too. Oh, I see. I looked her up. I looked up her discography and I can't stop humming or listening to them. Right. Oh god, you didn't fuck the idol girl, did you? No, why would that be a problem though? I don't know, I just feel weird. Well, that's that for the break. Let's go back. Right. Oh, and Gil? Keep in mind what I said about opening up more. I mean it. That way we won't tease you so often. Listening to you say that has to be the weirdest thing ever I heard this year. Shut up. I wonder if Alma finds Gil attractive. And that's that. Back. What are you two doing back there? Fucking. Oh, so just chatting then. Oh. Holy crap, did you two really fuck? John has the face of a man who fucked to death recently. See, Gil? You're making it too obvious. How? What will you have today? I'll have a gut punch. Coming right, eh? What? Nothing. Dorothy wants a gut punch? Is the world ending? Right. Well, aged and mixed. Sure. She'll give me advice about opening up is ironic. True. Here. Stop looking at me like that. Sorry. You okay? It's weird for you to order something like that. Yeah, I'm just trying out stuff. Did you know Lilum tongues are designed to identify food using the chemical components? Our tongues were designed with the human ones in mind. For example, the first flavors that we detect are sour and bitter, just like you guys. I checked my personal specs, and apparently my sensitivity is set to 1.2235 times. That makes me hate those flavors because I feel them harder. Why all that exposition? I mean, I'd lie if I said I wasn't interested, but why? Well, after last time, I got curious and started checking out how many of my systems worked in detail. For example, the tips of my fingers are so sensitive to vibrations, you could make a seismograph with them. Huh. And checking that, I found that it's all based on how humans work. And that got me thinking about what you said. I mean, for my systems to work, humans had to understand how they work. And after all those discoveries, they're not any more or less artificial. Why should I be? I don't know. Looking up all of that made me feel real. It was the opposite of what I felt last time, so I feel like I'm here right now. Okay, I also think I just can't fucking read. Glad to hear that. Alright then, let's try something sweet now. Something sweet? That's more like it. I'll do a Brentine. Engaged and there you go. Here. Ah, nice. To be honest, it's a bit surreal for me. Huh? I'm here talking to you, and you're answering like any human would. You're even expressing happiness. I remember when I was a kid, when I usually tried to strike conversations with AIs. But after a bit, they'd just start looping through their built-in answers, repeating the same things over and over. It always made me crash back into reality. When I think back to that, having such advanced AIs like you here right now, it's amazing. I don't know, it makes my inner child happy to see something she always dreamt of. It helps when I feel particularly cynical. Aw, you flatter me. Besides, I've always thought about humans like nature's Lilim. The method might have been different, but we too evolved from a more simple form ages ago. If Lilim managed to create biological life years from now, it will all have come full circle. Lilim trying to feel real instead of artificial? Yeah, I mean, like, I guess a part of being, like, sentient, to that degree is, like, it's a little bit of, like, existential. Like, existentialism, trying to be just fucking, right. She came in here last night with an existential crisis, so... So, what should I take from this is... You left me? Don't overdo it. Anything else? Let's go with the sugar rush. Okay. A sugar rush. All mixed. Here. Even in doubt, my love for these is real. How romantic. Man, that Go-Go is a blast. Don't you feel like talking a bit more with Dee Dee? Dee Dee is too much of a prick, and Go-Go's tired. Besides, I want to talk with the bartenders. Oh, fuck. Well, I tried. Jill, I'll be in my office. Cute little girl Lilim. Kim girl. Oh, fiddlesticks. What's your name, girl? I'm Dorothy Hayes, at your service. Do you come here often? Are you hitting on me? Hey, Dorothy. I'm in the middle of a live stream. Do you want to participate? Sure, sounds fun. Okay, let's take a recommendation from you. What should I drink next? Try the sugar rush. Bartender, a sugar rush over here. Bartender! Sorry, what? Sugar rush, please. Right. Jill is so fucking done with her. You know what, we'll just, get her to go away a bit faster. Hopefully. Here. Good choice, Dorothy. Yay! So what are you doing in my turf? Streaming Chan? Yes? No, I mean, that's what she calls herself. Man, that's a tacky name. Yeah, but it's my tacky name. Oh. Actually, that's not really my name. What's your real name, then? Behind Streaming Chan's awesome mask lies the humble Nicole Chen. Being a bartender to keep customers happy is a tough thing to do. Gotta have those social skills, right? Why not call yourself Streaming Chen? It's funny that you mention it. You see, when I started, I called myself Nico Chen. I changed websites, so the name felt a bit out of place. Thus, I became Streaming Chen. Everyone nicknamed me Streaming Chan, though, so I just went along with it. Oh yeah, I get it. At one point, I was gonna call myself Dolores Hayes. But I realized the name was as subtle as a brick to the face. Anyway, I'm here because the last time I came, I ended up with greater viewer numbers than usual. And so, I wanted to treat my loyal audience again. Oh, I see. Well, you came to the right place, especially if you're looking for some comfy fun. Honey here might seem harsh, but you just need to crack her shell. Shut up. See? You just need to say the right thing at the right time and she becomes a sweetheart. Quiet you. Don't play hard to get. You know it's true. Hey, stream girl. That's me. I'll regret asking this, but don't you have a sponsor? It's weird that it's been this long without some advertisement. I have, but you see, the contract with them expired, so Marvin, the business guy or whatever, had to make a new one. He was gonna send the draft as lawyer, as it had a couple of additions, but, let's say he got too excited with my VR model and the contract became unreadable. Oh, so he used the contract to... Yep, he cut it into a pair of panties and rubbed it vigorously on his penis. What? I mean, you expect certain principles to be upheld, even in the adult VR industry. I reported him and he got fired, but now they're looking for a new business person thing. Honestly, I think the paper cuts all over his dick are punishment enough. It's crazy. That's fucking crazy. But I mean, why the contract? I don't mind it if he jacked off to an image of me, but the contract? That's money that you're soiling right there. I would have gone back on the deal if were it not for the owner paying me a visit and apologizing profusely. Some people seriously. Thick paper cuts. I've done enough crazed teacher fantasies to know how they can be a problem. I don't think you need to have experience to understand that. Yeah, you know, I don't know if you need the experience to understand that. That sounds awful. That said, Gil's been grimacing for a full minute now. Don't mind me. Huh? But you know, I like you, Dorothy. Why don't we celebrate with beers? My treat. Alright. 2 big beers, honey. Okay. 4 those, 4 those. That's 8 of those, all mixed. And then 8 of these, all mixed. Cool. Here. Cheers! Cheers! Alright, I'm not feeling my tongue or my feet. Time to get lewd. Did I hear lewd? Do you have any stories? This will be a treat for non-premium users. I once met a guy that insisted on doing it in a jacuzzi. He didn't mind being in premium time, so I started setting up the cameras. And man, was it a challenge. I wasn't just gonna stream over the water, I want some underwater action too. Oh. Thank you for the raid, Rogue. Hey kids wanna die. What a message, cat. What a message. What do you mean by that? Stinky burb? What the frick? I'm not stinky. Hello? Also, what a time for you to join. Streaming Chan was telling us about how she was fucking in the jacuzzi. So, yeah, that's happening right now. But yeah. Very stinky? I'm not stinky. What the freak? Might need a shower? I literally showered today. I showered earlier today. Hey. I'm not stinky, okay? Fuck you. But yeah, thank you so much for the raid, Rogue. And you know, go get some rest. And drink water, Rogue. Go drink some actual water, please. But yeah. I think we're hopefully approaching the end of this. I don't know how much longer it's gonna... Oh. Proof? Proof of what? You drinking water? I want proof too. What did you do with the bubbles and all? That was the least of the problems. We just turned the jets off. But not only did I have to make a makeshift underwater cover, I also had to keep in mind the heat. Thinky. I'm not thinky. What the freak? She's probably role-playing for the analytics, telling a lie so egregious... So gregarious? That people would believe her. You know what? That's probably true. But also, if she really was like live streaming herself like 24/7, then like theoretically she would have like this as like a VOD maybe, right? Or people would have seen this. So I don't know how plausible that would be. Did you try chilling the cam a bit and putting it in a bag with some filling? We made something more convoluted. We took a small cooler, opened a hole for the lens, and sealed it with plastic. I made sure things looked good through the cam and started recording. Threw in some cooling packs and sealed the fuck out of the cooler. Did it need any weight? Yep, luckily the guy was into bodybuilding, so we used some old dumbbells. He was also ripped as fuck, but that's another story. It was all a success, but it was also the last time I had sex in a jacuzzi. Blood rushing, hot water, I felt like I was dying midway through it. Crazy. Thank God he decided to resume the action out of the water midway through it, or I would have surely died. Crazy. At least the guy didn't burn himself. What do you mean? Last time I had sex in a jacuzzi, my body got so hot, the guy almost burned his dick. I considered investing in a cooling system, but it's so situational and expensive that I'll pass. Writing notes? Huh? Besides, those cooling systems require too much maintenance. Wait, I think I should leave, but care to join me in escapades for the rest of the night? Can I plug my services at the end of the night? Sure. Then count me in. I've got the perfect stories. Let us be on our way then. Goodbye, bartender. Bye, honey. Oh, Dorothy got so burning hot. Right? Thank you for the hydrate, Hunter. Hey. Also, Rogue, what do you mean by taking notes? It's crazy. You see, there was this mega Santa. Wait, seriously? They left. A pair made in hell. At least they look like they're having fun. Based. Okay. That method of filming underwater sounded convoluted as fuck, though. But I guess it's hard to keep a cool head when you're horny. We're done, boss. Man, don't you just feel great? We'll be in the same place? Here, Jill. What's this? A bonus. Today I got a taste of the kind of clients you deal with, and keep it up. Well, tomorrow's the big day, so get ready. That goes for both of you. Alright. Cool. Happy New Year. May all your wishes come true and a new bountiful year filled with health and joy. Okay, so we're on day 19 then. I don't actually know how long this game is, because I remember looking this up and seeing that it was apparently, it was like 18 days, but we're on day 19 now. So, yo, what? Google lied to me, what the fuck? Or maybe this is like the... I don't know. We'll see. We'll just see how this is going. You're getting close to the epilogue, I believe? Ah, okay. Maybe. I don't know. Well, let's see. Gil is in the back getting everything ready. I'll go grab some food I've ordered. They only agreed to work on New Year's if I went to pick it up myself. Are you alright? I'm scared. Gabby will show up at any minute. Relax. Everything will be right. I can assure you of that. It's been a while since I last beaten this game. That's fair, that's fair. This is actually my first, like, playthrough of the game, so... Drink something. Maybe that will cheer you up. Maybe. I'll leave you for a bit, but keep your chin up. If you get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug. Does that work? A hug? A big one. A reward for after everything's said and done. Gotta go. You can do it. Right. Okay. Everything's fine. You've been avoiding this for all these years, and now it's time to face it head on. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything will be better after I talk to Gabby. Boss might even give me a hug. I'm okay. Hello. Gabby? Come in. Excuse me. Welcome to Hey. You talk first. No, well... Some days ago, I got a letter. And even odder than getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister. A what? My sister sent you a letter? That's the first I've heard of it. What did it say? I don't know. I never opened it. At least not until now. Huh? I figured I should read it with you. Yeah, let's do it. Let's read it. Alright then. Sorry. Just that? Yep. Isn't there anything else in the letter? Maybe on the back? This is just like your sister. I spent days worried about this letter, not wanting to open it for fear of what it might contain. I lost sleep and appetite thinking about it. And after all those worries, after all those problems, after all these years not talking to her, she sends me a letter. A fucking letter of all things. And she just says, sorry? Sorry for what? For a fight? For not talking all these years? Ah, now I'm fucking pissed. Are you laughing? Sorry, I just... I remembered all the times my sis provoked you that way. Like that time where she gave you chocolates labeled 1, 2, and 4 during Valentine's Day, and you were pissed about the lack of a 3. Or that time when you left an unopened beer bottle on the table, she sneakily opened it and took a sip. She didn't tell you she did it, and you were confused all day long. She always bragged she knew me like the back of her hand. If the letter was supposed to piss me off like that, I guess she had all the rights to brag. Maybe she was being sincere, though. She did express to me that she was sorry on more than one occasion. She did, huh? You told me she died from localized nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart. Yeah. Instead of the massive rejection that always makes the news, her case was more focused. They usually amputate or replace the part and call it a day. But organs are different. The condition made her susceptible to transplant rejections. Not to mention artificial hearts and genetic treatments were out of the question. Yep. Thing is, apparently, she suffered that since she was 18, but kept the secret from everyone. Someone give Gabby a head pat, right? Aw. What? Hell if I know. I was angry to learn that she hid it. Why didn't she tell me? Was it to avoid worrying me? Was she ashamed? What was it? Wait, how did she live so normally then? She had to use serum, shots near her heart every 3 days. Apparently, the serum burns like hell. The shot even left her a nasty mark where she had to apply them. So the thing near her left breast wasn't a birthmark. And the rejection was what ended up killing her? The nanomachine rejection was what ended up killing her, but they couldn't find what made her so vulnerable. Doctor said she might have missed a shot, or the shots made her other defenses grow weaker. The condition could have just gone nuts out of nowhere. Maybe it was blood pressure. Maybe it was a regular heart attack, and the rejection acted afterwards. They don't know. Oh no. She kept it a secret from everyone, so nobody knows. Maybe if she had told me about it, I could have helped her. Maybe she'd still be alive. Maybe she wouldn't have faced it alone instead of just dying in her sleep. Thinking about what ifs won't bring her back. I spent so much time hammering myself with what ifs after you told me she died. What if I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I just swallowed my fears at that very moment? What if I had apologized earlier? What if I'd given a chance to the research institute thing back then? And the amount just increased threefold after I lashed out at you the other day. But today I realized something. Having such regrets with the dead is a hollow effort. You're alive, you're here, I can make amends with you, but I can't make amends with the dead. I can't apologize to her like I can't apologize to you right now. Jill. Lenore, she's resting now. She's just resting after having that heart condition all these years. She didn't have to face it alone, though. If she only... So? Let's celebrate her life and achievements. If we are to mourn, let's mourn her together. If we are to honor her, we'll do it together. Together. Lenore was a fun-loving person. The best we can do right now is try to lighten up, even if it's only for moments. Aww. I need to ask, though, did she really start to complain about chest pains shortly after I left? No. She didn't get visibly worse after you left or anything. Everything was actually too sudden. She did complain about chest pains from time to time, but that actually goes way back before you left. Back then, we thought it was just acid reflux or something. Gods, I'd even blamed her death on you. I was just too angry back then, and part of me just wanted to put the blame on someone or something. And you didn't deserve that. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry too, you know? We both have things to apologize for. Don't think too much about it. I should have been mature and not shout at you either, so... Let's just call all that water under the bridge, shall we? Are you sure? Of course I am. So, how did you find me exactly? Well, have you heard of a message board called Danger You? Huh? I have, yeah. Well, truth is that I visit from time to time. And the other day I read a thread that discussed the bar. And the description of the bartender sounded just like you. Are you mad? No, not mad. More like dumbfounded. Hey, Jill. Can you tell me what the problem was back then? What sparked that fight? Weren't you happy with my sister? Well, back then, I didn't know what to do with myself after I graduated college. I went in and pretty much hated my last couple of years there. It's not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because your sister was with me. Had she stopped supporting my studies, I would have quit right then and there. And then after graduating, I got a very good job offer that she accepted on my behalf in no time. She kept saying it was the best for me and my future, but I was livid. Why did she have to do that? I hated it. I didn't even know if I wanted to go there, but she insisted so much. Like she was forcing that burden on me. And then my became our future, and she started talking about marriage. You were gonna get married? I don't think we ever took it seriously. It was just something she kept mentioning. Not like we didn't think about that down the line, but she mostly teased me with it. But the thought suddenly scared the shit out of me. I loved her, but I don't think I was ready for such a commitment, especially considering what she did. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't going to let her decide such a big thing for me. I mean, she could be really pushy from time to time. Like I said, I pretty much passed college thanks to being with her, and that was partly because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intentions, she could be abrasive from time to time. And it rained down on me that moment. At that moment, she took it upon herself to make that choice for me. What would have stopped her once we'd gotten married? What if she suddenly decided to craft my life to her needs after marriage? I knew her. She would do it thinking it was the best for me. But what about my freedom? My say on the matter? So that's where you stopped loving Lenore? No. I never stopped loving her, which is why it hurt so much. But you have to understand, I didn't want to wake up 40 years old and working a job I hate, just out of routine, getting used to it. I wanted a break from everything for a while, just to put my thoughts in order. Regroup myself, think carefully about what to do next. I can understand. I've sometimes felt the same, although I'm not even in college. So that's what led you to fighting, huh? You know, the word fight makes it sound like we exchanged blows or something. It's all silly when I think back to it. Tragically silly. Maybe I was the one who started the fight, getting all defensive about not wanting to take that offer. Perhaps if I didn't overreact to her arguments about wasting this huge opportunity, maybe she wouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. It could have been avoided if I had just kept a cool head and talked about that with her. My sister said something like that. I told you she mentioned on more than one occasion how sorry she was about the whole thing, right? I should have listened to her to the end, but instead I kept pushing her. I should have kept a cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the best of me. It was her offer, not mine. I should have stopped projecting myself so much into her. Something like that. Lenore. We're quite the hotheads. You, me, my sis. You're supposed to be the mature one, you know? Play your role correctly. Well, why didn't you come back, Jill? Did you end up hating us that much? Did the break include us too? No, it's just that... Remember when your sister was giving a class and you broke a window? How you didn't want to see her for fear of being scolded? But my sister wouldn't have scolded you. But I was afraid. Dead afraid. I couldn't bring myself to face your sister. But I faced her back then, and I was, like, 7 at the time. Why couldn't you do it? It's not quite the same. In perspective, no matter what reason I came up with, it will never make sense. Everything sounds very stupid when I look back, you know? Not that it makes things easier. I will never get to speak to her ever again, and it feels bad because it's stupid. I swear, you and my sis were meant for one another. You both moved on after all that, but neither had the courage to go back and say you're sorry. And like I said, berating myself over those past mistakes won't bring her back. I miss her so much, though. We were together all the time, always talking about dumb stuff. I wouldn't call my parents useless, but she was the one I could always talk to. I feel her absence every day. Everything is just so quiet now. She was an amazing person. Yeah, she was an amazing person. Huh? Mourning is fine and all, but we should be celebrating her life. If she was here, she would tell us that there's no fun in sulking for so long. Plug in my phone. She told you that all the time. Same way she told you to stop rubbing things in people's faces. Both figuratively and literally. Hey, I was 8 back then. So, let's have a toast in her honor, shall we? A toast? Yeah, let me get you a drink. A drink? Don't worry, trust me. Okay, something sweet and non-alcoholic. Yep, grab this for a sec. Okay. Lenore, I know you're watching from the beyond right now, as I give a drink to your little sister. It's obvious to me now that we both meant to make amends at some point, but we never got around to it. I can't apologize to you anymore, but I can at the very least make you rest easier. So know that I'll look out for Gabby in your absence. I'll make sure Gabby grows into a fine woman, just like you were. I'll always be there for her. I'll be sure the little brat doesn't face the same problem you and I had. Hey, want to add anything? I'll always miss her. Don't say it to me. Say it to her. That's a bit... Come on, just this once. I'll always miss you, sis. Aw. Sis, you idiot. Why did you keep that secret for so long? Idiot. Idiot. I always told you everything. Wasn't I enough? You idiotic idiot. Ah. Hey, Jill, promise me you won't be like that knucklehead. That you won't keep stuff like that to yourself. Only if you promise the same to me. And promise we won't fight. I can't do that. Eh? You and I are both too thick-headed. Sooner or later, we'll clash on some opinion. But what I can promise is that I won't run away like last time. We'll both cool off and talk it over like the adults we are. I'm not an adult. Let's face it, you've been more mature than I have. Hey, did you mean what you said? That you'll look after me? I'll always be here for you, Gabby. I mean, I'm not Lenore, but I wouldn't dare leave my little sister alone. Chill. Hey, wasn't this a toast? Right. For Lenore. Faithful sister and girlfriend. Cheers. Aw. Cheers. That's so cute. So, about this drink? Can I drink it? Do you like it? Take a sip. It's not bad. Why not drink it then? You're with an adult. We might as well break the alcohol taboo here and now. Right. Also, that one's not an alcoholic. Now that I think back to it, didn't your sister give you a beer once as a prank? Oh yeah, that. It was April Fool's. I should have known better when she offered me apple soda. I put bubblegum on the soles of all her shoes in retaliation. Oh. She walked funny, and my jaw hurt for the rest of the day. Huh? Yeah, but did you know you got my drink that time? Huh? Oh, did we get apple juice instead of beer? She gave me a beer and it turned out to be apple soda. Oh. Did you get back at her? Well, I did hide all the dildos in the house that night, only to find out she knew how to use a cucumber. Oh! And as a follow-up, she used that same cucumber in a salad days later. She said, "So, do you like eating me for lunch?" Oh! Jill, I'll tell you when you're older. Or never at all. Hey, Gabby, do your parents know you're here? They think I'm at Claire's, actually. Who? Oh, she's my best friend at school. And this Clary knows you're using her as an excuse, right? Of course. How would she cover for me otherwise? True. Will you go to her house afterwards? To be honest, I didn't think that far. Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Clary doesn't live close by, so... Well, it can't be helped. I live nearby and the streets aren't exactly safe at night, so why not stay with me tonight? Are you sure? I don't live in a mansion, but I'd say it's comfy enough, at least to spend the night. Sure, I'd love to stay with you. Great. Hey, does your dad still have that bakery? His bread was really good. Yep, he opened a second branch last year, so he's looking to expand. I think he got into a partnership with a friend in Motor District. The guy saw an opportunity after realizing Motor District has almost no bakeries. I still remember when your sister introduced me to him. He started shouting, "I knew it! I fucking knew you were a lesbian! Mark 1 for daddy!" That was crazy. I think he had this bet with an acquaintance of his ever since my sis was 12 years old or so. Dad said sis was into girls. The acquaintance didn't believe him. Jill the Baker, imagine. Right? The sequel game. He bet a beer on whether he was right or not. That beer bottle is still in the fridge. It's even labeled Sweet Victory. Your mom and Lenore never made up, did they? So, I guess that one wasn't as simple as the said one too many things argument. Mom was always obsessed with high society, and in her circle of friends, a lesbian daughter was a no-no. I'm still on my sister's side for that one, though. Mom didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic. She did it because her friends were. To Mom, the opinion of her circle of friends was worth more than her own daughter. How did she react to her death? Dunno. Mom and Dad broke up 2 years ago. They did? They never got married, so there was no proper divorce. I haven't seen her since. August, I think. Did you two fight too? No, she just hasn't showed up. You must have felt alone, huh? I've been there. A bit, but I'm not alone anymore, thanks to you. Ah. Huh? I thought there was gonna be a party here. Alma, over here. Party? A small New Year celebration. Wanna stay for it? I don't want a kid to burden. Don't worry, you won't. You'll only get cola for the night, though. No alcohol. It'll give us time to catch up even more. I can introduce you to some friends. You in? If you don't mind me. Great. Hey, Alma, come here. There's someone I want to introduce to you. Aw, that's so cute. Aw. This fade to white's taking a little bit, though. No. Okay. Aw, that's cute. It's a really sweet ending. Hacker woman, best girl. True. Hacker woman is best girl. That's so true. Almost great, yeah. Although I do like Dorothy as well. She's fun. Enjoy the ending? Yeah. Is there like another cutscene after this, or is it just like that was the ending, or? Because I'm gonna probably wait out the credits. Just let it play. But yeah, this was a super fun game. I do really like the kind of drink making mini game. I don't know. I mentioned like I'm not that big of a visual novel player. So the text and stuff was a bit crazy. I don't know. I was also playing this like I don't know. I played like a little bit like every week. So by the end of it, when I started having to remember people's orders, like I didn't remember shit at all. But yeah, I feel like the drink making was really fun. But yeah. The story was also nice. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I feel like I don't have context for, and I'm not sure if that's because, like, if there was, like, other media, or if this was, like, a sequel game, or if they just left it open-ended. That I just, like, I feel like I'm a little bit, like, lost in terms of context. Alright, I'm hoping that this is, Did you have fun? Yeah, I did. This was super fun. I believe there's an after credit scene. I see. Yep, I also got to meet a cat boomer. Why did your boss hug you, though? Aw. She's that kind of person. Now let's sleep. You're dozing off back there. Oh. Yeah, they're also working on a sequel, Nirvana. Oh, I see. You're right. Good night, Jill. Oh. That's cute. Different bartender and pro tag? I see. Because they did mention, I think Nirvana is like a branch. We'll play some more tomorrow. Good night. Aww. Okay. I'm assuming this is like the actual end. Because we had the credits, and now we just have like the copyright. That's cute. Alright. Kind of curious if there's Anything else that plays? But yeah. Alright. Thank you guys. I think this is the end. Oh. Saturday! Wait. It's not the end. There's a Saturday. I can't believe you actually made me do that sleepover thing. You didn't have to accept, you know? Shut up. I'm having a good time. See? Even Gabby is having fun. Relax a bit. Yeah, whatever. You know, Alma, you remind me a bit of my sis. I do? How? Think the opening is different too? Gabby should be standing next to Jill now? Aw. You always manage to get a reaction from Jill. Sis always said that Jill acknowledging your presence is the best way to know she likes you. You're talking too much, Gabby. Aw. It's different with you, though. With my sis, Jill was more frustrated. Like this one time where she bought her a shirt that you're talking too much, little girl. That's so cute, right? This is adorable. A shirt that what? That had a pic of a cucumber on it. Cucumber? Ow! Just what were you doing with my hair? Sorry, it got stuck in one of my fingers. Seriously. So I'm a bit like Lenore then. No, you just remind me of her a bit. Moreover, my sister wasn't as ass. What is this girl trying to say is that your tits and ass. You could build a Lenore and a half out of the mass. Out of the mass. That just means there's enough to share with both of you. Share? You're talking too much, Alma. Ah. Sunday. I guess this is where we part ways, huh? Sadly, I'm bound to this city. I can only falsify my identity effectively around here. I really want to thank you, Chief, for this second chance you gave me. If we ever cross paths again, Gil, we're leaving for like a week and a half or something. Don't be so dramatic. But and you're taking care of my apartment. We will cross paths because I live there. The time you spent setting up a useless farewell could be used asking me about things about the place. Like where the switches are and valves are. But I already know. They're in that control panel you made. But I like talking about that control panel. I'm proud of it. Speaking of the obsessive likes, Jill, stop calling Armitage. She'll take care of your 4-ball just fine. I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about me. I've never been away from Ford this long. I don't know what I'll do. He'll do just fine. He did pretty well for at least 25 years before finding him. Yes, but we're leaving. Alma best girl bestie? True. Oh yeah, before I forget. I left you a box of condoms on the first drawer of the desk, Gil. You what? You what? Hey, if he wants to bring his new girlfriend or whatever here, I want him to be ready. Oh, but just one condition. If you're gonna fuck like rabbits, stay away from my room. I have too many pics of my Emota there, and I don't want their eyes soiled. Emma who? Little sister. Then just say little sister. Yeah, whatever. First stop, Panama. Panama? Yay! Here you can now save heart data. Loading heart data from the title screen or bar will let you start over from day 1 while keeping your items and money. Thank you for playing. Ah, that's cute. Okay, so judging from the Steam achievement, I've gotten... Oh, there she is! Is that Gabby? Oh, it's cute. But yeah. I think for today, at least, that will be all. And, yeah. That's super cute. But yeah. I mean, judging from the Steam achievements I got, I got the achievement for, the good ending and Alma's ending. So, I got the good ending. Let's go. I'm not stinky. Fuck you, Sam. I also got the achievements like pay all her bills and like make sure Jill doesn't get distracted. So I think I did pretty decently on the financial part of that as well. And yeah. I'll probably raid out now. and we'll I'll see you guys in August. This is my last stream before I go on vacation for a couple weeks. So I'll see you in August. But yeah, I will be going to Offkai Expo if I don't fucking know if any of you are gonna go, but that is where I will be as well. But yeah, I'll see you guys in August otherwise, and yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Let me go find a victim to raid, and we'll get out of here. Thank you for the head pats and the stretch and the hydrate. But yeah, let me find where is my wife? Alright. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you all, and I'll see you in August, hopefully. Bye!